What is up, you guys? iVoltGaming here, and today we're doing another top 5 Xenoverse mods of the month. And yes, here we are again. Now this month's top 5 is going to be a bit different because I just started sponsoring Legendary Agwang, and he has produced some amazing mods for Xenoverse, and there's more than 5, so you know what this means, right? Because this guy creates amazing Xenoverse mods that honestly, they could be introduced to this game as DLC. That's how good they are, in my opinion, of course. And, some of you guys might be thinking, well, it's too early, for this list to be here. But, I was gonna, I guess, talk about Legendary Agwang sooner or later, so I might as well as just talk about him in this month's, showcase. We're just gonna showcase all of the mods that he has done for this month so far. So what he has done is he's created his own, I guess, Zycore and like Super Saiyan 5 mod pack. So we're gonna go through that. Now in the number 5 spot, I'll actually put in Super Saiyan 4 GT Trunks. Now this Trunks obviously, so with this mod there comes 2 versions, like the base forms and then the Super Saiyan 4 mods. Now when you're in the base form you can obviously transform the Trunks, but here I decided to have him as a Super Saiyan 4 right off the bat, and it looks fantastic. To be fair, he has done an amazing job in terms of, because when you do these mods, you have to go through the modeling yourself, you have to go through these textures, you have to do it yourself, and he's created an amazing mod for Trunks, and I do believe that this does do GT Trunks some justice. It definitely makes him look better, and you should definitely have this mod as a replacement for GT Trunks because you'll actually want to play with him this time. In the number 4 spot, we have Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta and Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. Now, since this is obviously AF, this Vegeta and this Gogeta are actually transformable into Legendary Agwang's own version of Super Saiyan 5, and it looks badass as hell. Now, at first I didn't expect that, but upon transforming, it just creates a whole new level of epicness for these 2 characters. Now, what Agwang does with these mods is he actually creates his own, I guess, power scale in the game. So some characters might do an incredible amount of damage because they're so powerful, and some characters might do less damage. Now, for some people like myself, I do think that that shouldn't have been done, mainly because it makes the battles last so much less long. And as you know, Xenoverse battles are already incredibly short, which is the one downfall of this kind of mod. But nonetheless, if you're here for the visual spectacle, then this is the mod for you. It looks fantastic. And at number 3 spot, we actually have Goku Jr. Now, everybody who has seen that special with, GT, I guess, obviously, Goku Jr. and you've seen that special, and that special has brought you to tears pretty much when you were a little kid, because you knew that after that special, Dragon Ball was over, and you didn't know that Dragon Ball Super was obviously going to come around, but back then, it was over. That was the end, and you saw adult Goku, and you were in tears. So, here he is, GT Goku Jr. himself. Now, there's not much to say about this mod. He does resemble, GT Goku quite a bit, except he has the bandana and the undershirt, and I actually heard him speak like GT Goku once, so there is that. But he does go over the slot of Goten, and he does have the voice of Goten, which gets annoying sometimes because you really get into that model, and it really feels like, Goku Jr., but then the Goten's voice comes on, and it throws you out of there. But people have been able to insert their own voice into this game, or I guess different voice files, so hopefully when that comes around that'll be fixed, but otherwise, this mod is very good. Now let's go to number 2, and obviously, as you may have expected, we have Vegeta Jr. Now, the reason why I didn't include Vegeta Jr. with Goku Jr. is because Vegeta Jr. to me, at least I believe when he was being created, it took so much more effort to create him because, you have Vegeta's face, and you would have to shrink that, you'd have to create your own suit, the leggings, stuff like that, and you'd have to model the body itself to get those proportions correct to the, Kid Vegeta that we have seen, or Vegeta Jr. that we've actually seen in that tournament at the end of GT, and it's fantastic. I have no complaints about it. It's fantastic. It's just, again, it's the same thing with the voice, because he does go over you know, Kid Trunks' spot, and that voice does get annoying sometimes. But other than that, it's fantastic, and I'm going to be enjoying using this. Now, in the number 1 spot, we actually have Xycor himself. If you didn't guess that it would be in the number 1 spot, then I don't know. Now, this mod is fantastic. You have 2, I guess, different versions of Xycor. You have the one that can just transform into a Super Saiyan, and then you have the other one where he can go into his ultimate form, which is Super Saiyan 5. And boy, he is pretty damn powerful in that form. He's OP as hell, and he's incredibly fun to use. Now, he does have Broly's aura and most of his moveset, which I don't know how I feel about that. But he's a very, very great character to use, and dude, just look at that player model. Look at that player model. I just love that shading. I love the hair, the way it's done. I love the outfit. I love the little details, you know. If you look at his knuckles, there's those. Just look at that. It's fantastic. I just have to say, Legendary Egg is probably one of the best, if not the best Xenoverse mod I hands down. I'll never be able to ever mod like that. I don't have the time nor the imagination for these kinds of mods, so I really do hope he continues to create, you know, more and more mods for this game. I hope he does, you know, the Universe 6 characters from Dragon Ball Super. I would love to see him do that. I would love to see him make Champa and Vados. It would just be fantastic to see some sort of Universe 6 mod pack. And it's probably going to happen in the future, and I hope it does, because then I'll have to do a whole separate video of a top 5 just on that. But make sure, guys, to go check out Legendary Agwank. Now, obviously, if you want these mods, you're going to have to, you know, support him on Patreon if you want them early, because I support him and I get these mods earlier, a month earlier than his subscribers do. So if you want to get these mods earlier, then, you know, go support him on his Patreon page. Now, before anyone says, hey, you are literally, you know, a sellout, you are sponsoring this guy. See, he never asked me to do this. I'm doing this on my own because I think his mods are absolutely fantastic, and he deserves more recognition on YouTube. Now, Stormforce coming up, and I'm going to be modding that, as well as Legendary Eggwank. So we're going to see what we can do. Obviously, with Storm 4, you can't really do too much with that game, since, you know, that game is, you can't really insert your own models and all that stuff. You can only mostly do, like, you can only mod, you know, the textures and stuff like that. So yeah, expect some more content from that. Now, if you enjoy this mod showcase, make sure to go check out Legendary Agwank's YouTube channel. Make sure to subscribe to me for more top 5 mods of the month. I will be starting to do that series with Storm 4 as well, and I plan on starting to showcase all sorts of mods for all sorts of games in the future. So yeah, stay subscribed for that. And as always, my name is iVoltGaming. I'll see you guys in the next video. If you haven't left a like, and if you haven't commented, please do so. It helps out this channel greatly, gets the videos out there, and that is all I have for this video. Have an epic day, guys.